We're coming up on Halloween, and I must confess this is my favorite holiday. All Hallows Eve, as the Christians know it, the day before All Saints' Day. But Halloween's origins lie in something far richer and more ancient than this appropriation by the Christian tradition to bring the time of the spirits of the undead and the unfinished places of life and death to the fore, and then culminating, as the Christians would have it, in All Saints' Day, the time when the saints can be appealed, their intercession empowered by our prayer. Halloween's origins are so profound that the Christians replaced the original, as it were, story of Halloween with their own story of in-betweenness, of the undead, and of the unfinished business of what happens to the souls of those departed and how they enter and re-enter the world. Halloween's origins likely lie in the Celtic New Year, in the Feast of Samhain, and here the great God offers us an opportunity to begin again, and so the new year, because we have entered a seam in the fabric of time, that place between harvest and plenty and winter and the threat of starvation. And in this opening, in this locative place of liminality, of the seam in the fabric of time, we must address that opening, that fracture in being, that separation in time, that reshaping of identity, where everything is thrown into the air in this place of threshold and in between. Who are we? When? Where are we? And when will this end? And so time and place and identity are opened to the fracture of nature. And in that fracture can appear all of those realities which otherwise fall into their natural order, are spaced into the places we would expect to find them. But now we are in the in-between place. Now we are in the seam in the fabric of being. And so here in the ancient holiday, this was a place where those ordered realities give way to the possibility of an anarchy, of a chaos, of a distinction of movement across thresholds. The undead can come into our world. This time is a fracture that allows new opportunity and so brings with it new threats, new dangers, and new situations that must be addressed. In the social sense, Halloween that we find so familiar in North America today arrives with the Irish. Around 1848, in the time of the great Irish immigration to America and the time of the Irish potato famine, the old ancient Celtic tradition, of course reinterpreted through the lens of Christianity, is reshaped in North America, and our most favorite of endeavor, trick or treat. Well, of course, these are the times when spirits and entities of the otherwise orderly world cross those thresholds, and we must treat them or they will trick us. And so it is a time of special tribute that marks both the end of the harvest and the beginning of winter, the orderly due compensations of those who have worked hard in the harvest now deserve an extra piece, a tribute, a kind of treat for what otherwise upsets the social order, needs to be set to rights by the bounty and abundance of this expression of generosity. And so in old days, those disenfranchised and less fortunate workers would put on their masks, and in that dissimulation of just one day, they were able to confront their landlords and employers and demand their tribute, as in this space of in-betweenness they are permitted to enter into this special dispensation, this remarkable occasion where they can demand a tribute or otherwise perhaps bring a trick upon those whose authority is in every other circumstance unquestioned. And so that old tradition of the relationship between authority and disempowerment is recognized here in Halloween in the continuing tradition of trick-or-treat, the innocence of trick-or-treat, coming not in a way in which you cannot be recognized, but in the in-between place of recognition, and we would know, This is an opportunity to put things back together, and in this special opening change the terms of our relationship just for a moment, so that in the subsequent days and in the years to come we will have reorder. Follow the natural calendar and we see the beginnings of Halloween. Follow the social and cultural realities of human society. What we find in this fantastic moment is a place of connection across the thresholds, a solution to the liminal problems that arise in an orderly society, a temporary moment of chaos solved by a dilemma of trick or treat. I wish you many tricks and many treats.